Hi everyone, and welcome to this tutorial on searching on archives.com. Searching on archives.com is very simple, and there are several ways that you can do it. After you've logged into Archives, here on the member homepage, you'll see an area down here at the bottom called New Search. It's just as simple as typing in information about the person that you're searching for. Perhaps you're searching for William Ramsey, and he spent most of his life in Tennessee. And he was born in Tennessee around 1862. So I can enter that information and click Search Now. With that search, it will go across the 2 billion records that are available on archives.com and bring back the records that match best for William Ramsey in Tennessee, born around 1862. And we can see that there are different types of records that have come back as part of this search. There are birth records, death records, marriage records, and of course, census records. Let's take a look at the death records that came back for this search. I can simply click here on death records. And as I scroll through the results, I can see that some of them actually have a digital image, that there's an actual image of this particular death record. So this is a record that I'm really interested in. I can either click on the image or click on the name. And I get some of the information here on this record detail page, where we have the person's name. In this case, we also have the gender, the birth date, death date, the age, birth and death locations, and what type of record it is. Whenever you have a record that has a digital image, be sure that you go and look at the image because chances are it will contain a lot more information than what you see here on this screen. And that's certainly the case with this death record. I can click to see the actual death certificate for this William Ramsey, who died in Tennessee in 1953. Now let's say that the results that you got when you had done your search and you got a lot of results, they weren't quite what you expected. What's great about archives.com is that the search that you ran stays here on the left part of the screen, so it's very easy to change. Say instead of Tennessee, oh, I really didn't mean Tennessee, I actually meant Texas. So I can do this search again, changing it just as easily as changing Tennessee to Texas. Remember I said at the beginning that there were many different ways that you can search on archives.com. And one way that I showed you was searching directly from the member homepage like we have here. But you might have noticed this search tab that's always at the top of the screen. You can always click here on the search tab and it will give you a search screen that has a few more options than what's available there on the home page. You can select what type of record you're searching for. Maybe you know that you want to search just census records. That's easy enough to do. I can just go down and search census records, and I can still enter the person that I'm looking for. Maybe I'm looking for Ralph Skinner, who lived in Indiana, and I want to look only in the 1900 census. So I can get very detailed. I can add things like birth year. I could add what county I expect to find him in. So those results will come up to the top of the list. So I can run this search. And again, Since I told it to look only in census records, those are the only records that are going to come back. And specifically, remember I told it to look only in the 1900 census. So those are the only census records that are going to come back for this search. Searching on archives is simple and it's easy to do, and I hope that you take an opportunity and go find some ancestors on archives.com.